Well, hello, hello, hello. Hey, guess where I'm at? It's that time of year again. It's time for Tinley. Let me take you on a tour.
Everything out of the water, in my opinion. So he loves to move, but I mean, check that head out.
Oh yeah,
silver eyes, super dark. So this is a golden child mochino. It's a visual combination of mocha and Clark strain albino. And I mean, he just came out absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a stunner.
Sorry. How's it going, man? How you guys been?
Good, good.
I mean, that color, like super clean up top, you know what you expect with that golden child. But then he speckles out right into this pixelation. Got a few rosettes. I really think like he would have looked even cooler actually without the rosette. If he'd have come out smooth side, it'd have just been like perfection. But nonetheless, like, I mean, it still looks pretty cool. It's just
absolutely
holes down the side, you know.
Absolutely, that's really cool. And what's your name?
I'm Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing them out, Joe.
Absolutely. So.
He's a stunner, but I wouldn't expect anything less from Reach Out Reptiles.
Yeah, that's what we do. So this was a joint breeding between Garrett and I on this one, and it was cool. We actually got the first mochas. So he got a mocha Sunfire male that's 100% head annery. I got the GC mocha Sunfire, so without the albino in it. And then we had a GC mocha female too that we hatched out of that clutch. So
All right. Cool. Well,
isolating the mocha away was a big step, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super cool. What's the price on that guy?
He's 12.5.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, thanks for showing them to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's like.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Adam from Proper Royals. Adam,
hey.
How's Tinley going for you?
It's good. It's good. It's always fun. It's good networking, good people. surrounded by the best in the business. I guess, yeah.
Absolutely,
But get good at anything, surround yourself with people better at it than you know?
Absolutely, but Adam, you got to include yourself in that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, man, so what do you got for me today?
I got some cool stuff. I'm trying to remember what we showed last time, but I'm nearly certain I did not have these last time. These are really cool. These are BPI axanthic female bananas. I don't think anybody else here at Tinley has these. This is probably one of the only things where I can say it's pretty unique for this show at my table. So I always kind of like that, but I love these axanthic bananas. They're kind of a creamier color, and I think it'll hold the brightness a little bit better than a typical banana would as it ages. So it's a neat project, and I want to work more contrast into it in the future, so I'll probably start breeding some darker genes into these. But I've got 2 of these available.
What's the price on them?
$625, and I'll be honest, once one sells, the other one is probably going to go up in price because I will keep. I'd like to work this project, so I'll probably actually keep one. One will be a holdback.
All right, cool.
I'll let the market decide which one I keep and which one
there you
goes
go.
for sale.
They're gorgeous, man.
Thank you. Pretty excited about those.
Thank you for showing them to me, and good luck at the show.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming by.
Yeah?
Yep.
So what's your favorite?
Poecilotheria.
Cool. Well, let's get that on there. So what's the species name on that?
The one on my arm is the Poecilotheria regalis, or the Indian ornamental tarantula.
Okay, cool. And do you have one of those in here?
Right now they're just babies, but we got Poecilotheria regalis, we got Poecilotheria vittatas, Poecilotheria metallicas. So they just have a bunch of different like colors and patterns. And to see these are little babies that they're hiding right there in the cup.
Hang on, let me turn the camera down to it. All right, there we go. Thanks for showing them.
Oh yeah.
They're fast.
They can definitely move if they want to move.
Well, thanks for showing it to
Oh
me.
yeah, no problem.
We'll feature your business name as well on there.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, everybody, I found one of the most epic booths at the show. So tell me, what's your name and what's the name of your business?
My name is Ken. I'm the owner of S&J Terrariums, specialized in basically bioactive terrariums. Has microfauna, all of it has springtails, isopods. One of the main things that got me into this is I wanted to own one like a couple summers ago, and couldn't find one. And the ones I did find were just like rocks and sticks. It wasn't living at all. It was just dirt in a container, and decided to try to make my own. And since then, it's just cultivating moss, propagating plants, and so on and so on, breeding bugs and whole other jazz. It's been crazy.
Well, I gotta tell you, man, your booth is amazing. Your artwork, I don't know where it comes from for you, your thought process, but it is just amazing. This is something that you don't even have to be really into reptiles or invertebrates or anything to enjoy. You just have to be able to enjoy living art.
Yeah. I mean, so one of my big things is like, with all reptile community, I know the bioactive. A lot of people prefer bioactive. It's less cleanup, less maintenance, you know. And
Sure.
so I do a lot of breeding springtails. I've got different breeds, like so I got like reds, oranges,
Okay.
so on and so on. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I enjoy being here. I enjoy myself, talking to everybody. So
Yeah.
Not too many on the top right now, but you can take a look.
Oh yeah. Well, let me get into it.
I don't know if you see the red one.
Yeah, they're coming through. That's awesome. Well, man, I want to thank you for taking the time to chat with me today, and good luck at the show the rest of the day.
You too. I hope you enjoy yourself.
Hello. I'm the Geckoman, and I have the one and only Kevin from NERD. Kevin, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay, guys. Hi.
All right. So, have you seen anything really exciting?
So, obviously, there's a lot of cool stuff. So, walking around, it's a plethora of so much good stuff like eye candy. It's really pretty packed in there and stuff like that. So, what have I seen that I really like? Josh's Frogs has some really cool different morphs of like red tree frogs and white tree frogs. I really like those. Megan Anaconda has her T-positive albino green anacondas. So those are really great. So those are the first two that are produced in the United States. Really nice, first captive breeding. That's been a long time coming, so she's super pumped. I'm looking at some garter snakes. I like garter snakes. I love garter snakes because they have great little brains. These things are like just very, very reactive. So even the garter snake in your backyard can actually make a great little pet, and they know you and all that. They're actually really smart. I saw great little green tree monitors, Captain Moore green tree monitors that are super socialized and very much into socialized animals. But there's so many interesting things. And of course, there's a lot of ball pythons. So ball pythons are just, everywhere with all sorts of menageries of different genes and stuff like that. So you get a little overwhelmed. There's just so much, and then all of a sudden you kind of like, oh, it's a different. It's a weird Asian rat snake or something like that. So I like really weird Asian rat snakes. But there are a lot of ball pythons here. But I would say I think it's important for the people that are breeding the obscure stuff, continue breeding that obscure stuff. If it actually does well in captivity, and you can make it into like a good pet or whatever, stick to your guns, because it's just a matter of time before the general audience might actually realize how interesting they are.
You know what? You're actually segueing me right into my next question, which is awesome, by the way. You're like a pro.
Yeah.
So
right.
My next question is, what do you think the state of the industry is?
Well, I would say right off the bat, I believe a lot of people don't have money, myself included. We don't have money. This is very costly. Everything is so expensive. Just the day-to-day of keeping these animals. In fact, often the animals now, one of your smaller costs is the maintenance of them, getting food, just electricity, whatever. So with that being said, I think people are being more cautious with their spending, more cautious with the numbers of animals. Let's say if we went back 4 years ago, we might be a little bit more willing to buy a bunch of animals and we'll take home and we'll deal with that burden later. Now I think what people are thinking that way, but I'm noticing that there is a fair bit of shift from animals that we used to know a long time ago that kind of vanished. So if we look at, let's say, like a Bismarck ring python, that was fairly common, that as an exotic species because the babies are fantastic. I mean, they have like fluorescent orange, and now you can't even find something like that. Even like Argentine boas, which are so common, now you don't see a lot of those. There's all these different things that were an industry standard, and as we started the whole ball python explosion, a lot of those animals kind of took a back seat. And in fact, it seems like we almost lost the gene stock there. So now we're actually like quick, get that back and bring it back. And now we're starting to look at that. So we are looking at stuff that used to be here, and now there's a whole like resurgence of some of that. And another thing is, I think people are starting to look at, like, we look at tokay geckos. Tokay geckos, which is, you know, it's a pet store lizard. They bite, and they're fairly inexpensive. Well, they become CITES too. So there is now some protection, because tokay geckos in the wild are being lost in massive millions and millions of them, but they're not being lost to the pet trade. They're being lost to medicinal. So they take these geckos and they impale them on sticks, and then you're breaking off the arms and you're grinding up and drinking with your teeth for some medicinal value. So these are being lost. So a tokay gecko, if you actually look at it, and let's say we didn't have any access to tokay geckos and you saw in a book, that would be like, oh my god, look at this crazy purple and red and crazy gecko. So now we're starting to breed these, and now we're showing how there's all these different color morphs. I have all these different morphs, and then we're showing that they can be friendly, very, very friendly. It's a very, very intelligent animal. It's just largely it's untrusting of people, and when it's untrusting, we don't have the ability to hold a lizard that can run up on ceilings and, you know, on walls and all that. So I think there are some animals that are overlooked, and now we're starting to look at them and view their potential, because it's interesting to, you know, people like me. I'm fascinated by anything that does something weird. And it looks interesting, but it has a weird personality. You know, like we're talking about garter snakes. So the paint jobs of garter snakes are certainly visually appealing, but the little brain, how they periscope, and they're very reactive to you and responsive, that's a pretty intelligent animal that's easily overlooked. So I think we're going to start going more and more towards these things. And so something that might today not really be an industry standard, if we fast forward 5 years, there could be like everybody has tokay geckos, or I'm just using, you know, whatever, something random. But I'm not saying, you know, garter snake's going to be the next thing. But we are looking for what is the next thing. And what is that? I really don't know. You know, I do things with Asian rat snakes now. Mangrove snakes I really like. But, you know, tokay geckos, Bolin's pythons, emerald tree boas. But I always have ball pythons, reticulated pythons. All my monitors, I'm obsessed with monitors because of the brains. And I know I'm talking a lot, so I'll go back to
You're good. You're good. I've actually really enjoyed it. I really enjoy your channel, so I you know, catch a lot of the videos. And I got to tell you, my wife was fangirling yesterday, and she got to meet you, and you were so nice to her. I posed for a picture, so I want to thank you for that, and thank you for doing the video. And I don't know, outside of yourself, who's your favorite YouTube creator?
I'm not my own favorite YouTube creator, not at all. Oh goodness.
I mean, it wouldn't happen to be Kusko over there, would it?
Okay, so we have, there's, so why would I like different creators? So it probably, I think one thing that I think is like, I really like Ants Canada, as far as, I love bugs. I'm obsessed with bugs. And I love so many reptile things, but sometimes maybe I want to stare at ants or something like that. And Mikey, just his narration, I love listening to him talk. I just, his speaking, it gives, you know, it's just something that's really, it's a pleasant thing. I really like it. I haven't actually watched one for a little while, but I think Ants Canada, that's like one of the ones that sticks on me. But I would say that reptile YouTubers, there's a whole collection of them. There's too many good ones.
There's a lot.
I don't know how to answer that. And generally, like, but there's still would apply. Like, what's your favorite reptile? What's your favorite animal? I don't have any, because it's often it's just the animal that's in my hands.
Absolutely.
This is my favorite. So generally, it's like that, because I'm just interested in everything.
Well, you know what? I think that is a good spot to end it on. Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Greatly
guys.
appreciate your time.
Bye bye.
geckos. So David, what have you found here at the show that you're most excited about?
So I've seen a lot of really cool animals. The one thing I came to see was albino anaconda. Haven't seen it yet, but my buddy AJ over there has one of the craziest super blotch gargoyle geckos I've ever seen. I'm thinking about picking it up, but I don't know yet. So that's probably the coolest thing I've seen so far.
It'd be a good addition to your stable.
Yeah,
It'd be awesome.
I know.
You guys definitely produce some awesome geckos. I'm really excited. We're moving to a new house, so I'm going to be hitting you up or something because I'm going to have a reptile room all by myself. So
nice.
It's going to be awesome. I'm going to hit you up. Speaking of that, what is your project you're most excited about this year?
So the breeding project I'm most excited about is going to be my white gargoyle gecko project. So I have these geckos that I think are amelanistic or hypomelanistic or something, and this year I should be able to prove them out if it is a simple recessive.
Right.
So I'm really excited about that. I'm, fingers crossed I can prove those out. And as far as like not breeding projects, I'm gonna plug this in real quick.
Yeah.
We're doing the Gold Standard Gecko Club show we're piggybacking off of the Flora Fauna show in New York, which is like a huge, not huge as in size, but in terms of like quality of animals, it's probably like one of the best shows I've been to for crested geckos. So we're gonna do a competition between all the best crested geckos out there, and we're gonna see which one is basically like best lily white, best tricolor, Harlequin pinstripe, and so on. So that's something new I'm doing that I'm really excited about as well.
Dude, that sounds awesome. I can't wait to see those videos pop up on your channel.
Thank you.
That has a lot of really good implications for the future.
Yes.
That could be awesome.
Yeah.
We could end up with like a gecko show.
Yeah.
And, well, just like they do for AKC.
Exactly.
That would be so cool.
That was the idea behind it. I want to make sure that we have standards as breeders, not just everybody putting anything together. We want to make sure the animals are healthy first and foremost, and obviously we want to produce the most beautiful animals in the world, so I'm gonna incentivize that with this.
That sounds cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time today, David.
Absolutely.
As always, it's good to see you, bro. Have a safe trip back to Florida.
Thank you.
All right, so tell me your name and the name of your business.
I'm Megan, and my business is Megaconda, which I mainly do green anacondas. So.
All right, and obviously you're holding something that's super epic right there in your hands.
Yeah, so this is one of the first T-positive green anacondas, bred and born in captivity. The mother is a wild-caught T-positive.
Okay.
This is about 20 years in the making.
20 years in the making. That is awesome. So, what did it feel like when this was born and you saw it? How did that hit you?
It was pretty crazy. It was just more of like a shock and like, can't believe it actually worked. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
The mom likes to eat babies, so it was also a panic of gotta get them out before she even realizes what's happening. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So you had 2, or were there more?
I had 2 visuals.
2 visuals. Okay, that's awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for getting it out. It's in my opinion the most epic animal at the show this year. So that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alright, hello. You got the Geckoman here. And I've got Jeremy. Now, from USARK. How cool is that?
Heck yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's so exciting for you. I know you're going to do epic.
Heck yeah.
So,
Thank you.
So tell me, what actually drew you to want to go after that?
Man, I've worked with USARK in some capacity for over a decade, whether it be just sending an email for a piece of legislation or like really getting more involved testifying in different state hearings and stuff. Watching the impact that USARK has in the industry as a whole has been probably the biggest driving force, and especially right after about HR 669, which was like when the feds were really like, we don't want you to have anything. That was, to me, them showing their hand of what the end goal kind of was from them. Right. That really sparked a fire for me to be like, no, we got to do everything we can to protect our hobby. Otherwise, we're not going to be here.
It's going to be,
so yeah, that was the biggest driving force where I was like, I want to be as involved as I possibly can be.
Okay.
To help protect what we all love.
Absolutely. Right on, right on. I'm right there with you. So, obviously you're going to keep the fight on. You're going to keep pushing.
Absolutely.
And, securing our rights as hobbyists, breeders, well, just general pet keepers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And
It doesn't matter if you have a leopard gecko or 100 leopard geckos. Like, it matters just the same.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So on a personal note.
Yes.
What is the big project you're working on? I already know it. But my watchers are gecko people. So tell me about that.
Ball pythons.
You and 100 other people.
Yeah, right. No, it's Amazon tree boas, man. That is 100% where my focus is going. So I'm not selling everything, but I'm definitely downsizing a lot to really focus in on the Amazons.
And you have some epic rednecks.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
I mean, those things are just fun.
It's nuts, man. It's like I probably waste time in my snake room just staring. Sometimes instead of, I'm like, I know I have to clean all of you guys, but I need to look at this. Yeah, exactly.
Look, cutie.
Exactly.
Hi, cutie.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're so freaking cool.
They are.
Yeah.
And, at some point, I may get into them because they're just too cool.
They really are.
And the ones you have are just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, how could you not love those? They're just gorgeous.
It's true, man. And the crazy thing is, like, so many of the colors that a lot of people think are captive bred specialty coloration, again, because of ball pythons, are really naturally occurring.
Right.
So that's the coolest thing. Like, we only have a couple of true genetic mutations with the Amazons. Everything else is naturally occurring. So it's like, we really don't understand a lot of how their genetics work. So it's really cool to investigate from that side too. And when you can make a cool fire engine red snake or a bright lemon yellow snake, like, that's really freaking cool. So yeah.
Well, I want to thank you very much for doing this interview.
Absolutely.
I know it was short and sweet. I would wish you good luck in the new role, but I don't need to because I know you're going to crush it, bro.
I appreciate it.
Get out there,
Heck yeah.
make us all happy, man.
Thank you.
All right.
BPI, Snow Globe, Jungle Labyrinth, IMG. Got to give a shout out to Randy Silverman, Al Moshe, and the Boa Zone. That's where I got the parents from. They produce the parents of these guys. Good friends and really great for the hobby. They don't come out here. They have amazing snakes at Boa Zone, and they have some similar litters to this. But yeah, this guy's a beautiful.
Yeah, he's absolutely gorgeous. And tell you what, real quickly, introduce yourself.
I'm Brian from Revelation Stickies.
All right, Brian, thanks. I really appreciate you getting them out. All right, and what's your name?
My name's Carl Vargas. Carl J. Vargas, South Texas Kicks.
Cool. Well, let's check out what you brought today.
I brought some nice gargoyles.
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. There he is. All right, that's good. Hi, everybody. I am here with Lori Barczyk from the Legasea Aquarium and Reptarium. So, Lori, I wanted to thank you for doing this interview. This is awesome. Excited to have you here at the show. And I'm really curious, do you have any updates on the Legasea?
Sure. So obviously everything takes longer than what you want. You were hoping to already be open now. That obviously is not.
Right.
I can't really set hard dates until I have key enclosures that are not here yet. So I'm trying with all my might to be open by summer. That's really what I'm shooting for. But until I can actually get these key exhibits in-house, I can't give a date. So we will definitely keep everybody posted, you know, as it gets closer. But it's kind of where I'm shooting and the best I can do at the moment.
Well, that's awesome, and you can count on the Geckoman family coming to see you when you do open. We can't wait. We're watching the videos and chewing on our fingernails waiting for it to open. So that's really exciting. So have you had a chance to walk around the show?
Honestly, I really have not.
Okay.
I've been kind of stuck here, but I know I've seen people have been bringing me a lot of cool stuff that they've purchased and are talking about it. So, I mean, this show's always amazing. And there's so many different things, like animals, plants, like all kinds of art. So, I mean, I always love coming because you're always going to find multiple things that you want and need.
Absolutely.
It's a great show.
Absolutely. It is a great show. And it's been around for so long. I mean, it's an institution, just like the Barczyk.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for doing the video. And I'm going to keep watching for updates on the Legasea.
Thank you. We appreciate
We love you, Lori.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
All right. Well, hello. I'm on my way to NARBC, and I had to stop at O'Hare Airport and pick somebody up. I'm going to mess with them. It's going to be fun. Stick around. Hey, did you call for an Uber?
Yeah, I've been waiting here about 2.5 days.
Is your name Brain Kusko?
Brain. Yeah.
Brain,
you gotta try real hard.
All right. Well, I think I'm your driver.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
All right, well, cool.
I'll take you to that reptile show.
All right, sweet. Why don't you meet me up there around the corner? I'll carry my bags.
Okay, cool.
I don't condemn anybody. No. I got 7 cameras. There's 3. That's 3 cameras.
No, lies.
We
Lies.
would need this many more to have 7. Those ones don't count.
Are you done lying? You're misleading the audience. They can't see what you're saying.
Oh yeah, look at this camera. How many cameras are there?
He's on my side.
Tell us how many cameras are here?
7.
Are there 7?
There's 7. So, sizzle.
So I'm looking at some.
I have a bigger audience of devoted.
I think you have a bigger ego.
No. Who's got 7 cameras? The biggest ring.
That's not a
lighting
ring.
rig.
That's
it looks
a
like
lantern.
a balloon.
It's a lantern.
And why does it say Brian Kusko is great?
You're reading into that.
No,
it doesn't
I'm
say
reading.
anything. There's
Look,
no words.
I read intellectual dialect, and it says Brian Kusko is great. And then very small where I wrote, it says sucks.
Brian Kusko is great.
Sucks. Yeah.
I think you're well informed.